This video is brought to you by BossRootin.com with big sales on now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can receive $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects, the best pre-workout supplements on the market.
I've done so great in the last 15 years of competition, and I'm thankful for it. I'm very thankful for it. And being the longest competitive fighter in UFC at light heavyweight division, I defended my light heavyweight title longer than anybody's ever defended it, and I'm very thankful for it. And I look at my career that I've ready to step back and away. It's gonna be hard tearing away from me. It's like it's my love, But at the same time, I look at it. It's one of those things that it's time,
When you took a step back, when you went to Affliction and you did that commentating, do you ever think about doing some commentating for MMA on all these different platforms? Now you got Fuel, you got Spike, you got FX, you got Fox, all of those different channels.
When I worked with Affliction, it was very challenging because they didn't have their production as well as UFC does. UFC has
not just that, but you were also you were going to fight there. You were going through the war. You had a lot in your mind back then.
There was a lot on my mind, but at the same time, it's one of those things that you look at that production really comes down to it. When people are telling you what to do, how to do it the right way, and UFC does it the right way. If I come on board as a team of Punishment, or a team of UFC, I would love to. Lorenzo and Dana have done great with this company, and I've helped pave the way for a lot of fighters. But at the same time, I look at it as what's my next step? As being a fighter, I've done my job. Defending my light heavyweight world title longer than anybody's ever reigned. And what's the next step? Business-wise, I've done great with Punishment. I have opened my gym, Punishment Training Center, my supplement line, Punishment Nutrition, and it's one of those things that, what's the next step?
Would it be difficult for you as a commentator to sort of shift the attention from you to the guys that are in the octagon?
Oh, not at all. No, I think there's no other guy who could talk about fighters better than I can, maybe Joe Rogan, but as a fighter coming from a fighter's mind and a fighter's spirit, as these guys, what they put in their heart-wise into the ring or into the cage, I don't think no one could describe it better than I can.
Randy Couture doing very well in movies, Expendables 2, Gina Carano, got The Haywire coming out, Steven Soderbergh film. You live in Hollywood or right around there, you've got to be thinking, is there an opportunity for me there? What's going on in your mind there?
Oh, of course there's an opportunity for me. I think it's the producer and director giving me an opportunity that I've never had. I'm still a young kid. I've been fighting for this game for almost 15 years now, and the next step, of course, is Hollywood. Of course, it's getting into movies, but doing the right thing. Doing the acting classes, that's really the mandatory. All the biggest actors in the world. Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, they still do acting classes, and it's a mandatory. You got to do those things, and that's what it comes down to. And you have to do them, 5 days a week. It's just like training. When I go into some head first, I got to make sure I go 100%, and that's what it comes down to. And that's really doing the acting classes. And if I want to be an actor, I got to do acting classes. You're not going to be a fighter by just doing classes a couple times a week. You got to be a fighter 100%. That's what I put my life in. So if I want to be an actor, I got to do the same thing too.
One of the things. Go ahead.
You said that you're feeling better and that you're ready to fight for us in July. Can you start training yet for that? Or?
Of course I start training. I teach my classes. I teach classes at Punishment Training Center 2 days a week. I do my wrestling classes for kids from 5 to 6, and I do my adult class from 6 to 7. So I get to drill with them a little bit and help out. And I start training my pro classes this coming Monday. We do 5 days a week now. So as I'm training them, the younger guys coming up, I'll do training myself, and July. I'm excited.
So the ribs are all healed up?
Everything's healed.
Nice.
It was bruised.
Yeah.
I think my heart was bruised more than anything. But it's one of those things. You got to do the work in front, and I didn't do the preparation work prior, and I stepped up and I fought no matter what. And I had no excuses. Nogueira beat me, and he was a better fighter that night. And I look at it as one of those things that I put my heart and soul in, and fans understand that.
So will we see the Huntington Beach bad boy, or is it going to be the People's Champ this time?
Come on, the People's Champ. Come on, we changed it. I changed it for my kids. I changed it for everything. It's one of those things that you got to do the right things. You got to do the right things in life, and I've been so much of the bad boy trying to sell fights. I don't need to do that anymore.
Godspeed and party on.